All welcome to the Economic Report. It's Brian here. Glad to have you here. And of course, we've got all kinds of fun stuff to talk about today. But maybe we'll start off with a sip of coffee. My first sip of the day. We've had a really busy day already, and I'm glad to take a break and just hang out with you guys for a little bit and talk economics here for at least a few minutes here. Of course, today we're taking a look at a couple of things that I think should find pretty darn interesting. One, of course, is the looming trade deadline between the United States and Canada, which is set for August 1st. That's this coming week, and so they're hoping that they'll get some kind of traction and hopefully some positive traction here in the not too distant future. I'm listening to some of the comments and reading the comments that people have left on the long form videos, and people have a little bit of animosity towards the president. Not so much to Americans, but definitely towards the president because he does have some, dare we say, some strong arm tactics to dealing with people. Of course, that's, I think, for show. There's some rhetoric that comes out of the White House. That's nothing new from the president, of course. He seems to be the king of rhetoric, actually, and maybe that's how he agitates and creates action. That's just what it seems like, but it's definitely not necessarily the way the presidency has always been conducted in the past, right? So it's just something else to take into consideration. With that, we're really hoping that in today that you're once again, we're taking a closer look at maybe a deal with dignity was one of the themes we had today. It seemed pretty reasonable, seemed really kind of a thoughtful approach to doing business that way because once again, when you're a chest beater, you're making a lot of rhetoric, you're saying things, some things outlandish, like making Canada the 51st state. Well, you also miss the real point, which is, you're kind of insulting people's dignity a little bit. And when you do that, behind a closed door might be one thing, but doing it out on public and creating a lot of noise, well, that's a whole other thing to take into consideration. I'm Brian here at the Economic Report, and we've had a great show so far already. And I'm glad that you're here. Drop your comments in the chat because we do respond to every one of those. Of course, a like and a subscribe does wonders, and we're able to make sure that we're delivering to you on a daily basis. And with that, of course, if you think about this, take it into consideration. Long form videos, shorts, and of course, the live actions every single day right to your inbox. And well, Pluto, excuse me, the font is so darn small on my my screen here, but I will say a hello to you. Welcome to the Economic Report. Of course, likes and subscribes really do matter. And of course, if there's other people who should be here at the Economic Report, go ahead, feel free to invite them. I sit here, we talk economics here for a good 15-20 minutes or so. Sip a cup of coffee, and when that cup of coffee is over, well, it's probably time to end the show. But we're talking about, of course, the U.S. and Canadian relations, right? And one of the things that we mentioned right here at the very beginning of the show is really trying to keep the dignity intact during these negotiations. We know the president is loaded with all kinds of rhetoric, and with that, well, thank you, Emma. I appreciate it. Hold on, M-E. Oh, no. All right, well, there we go. Well, there's news here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And a cheers to you. Some just plain old black coffee. Welcome here to the Economic Report once again. I am Brian at the Economic Report, and of course, we're talking about Canadian and U.S. relations, and of course, the trade deal coming to fruition like this is like no joke. On the let's take a look. August 1st, yes, August 1st. There's got to have something that is really powerful. News, glad you're asking. You asked me about trading. I've really kind of held on to a couple of things here. Specifically, if you want to know what I hold on to, I hold on to a data center stock, right? And so that's one of the things I'm holding on to called Core Scientific. It's worth following. CORZ is the ticker symbol. Once again, it's not my recommendation. It's just kind of where I'm putting things. Also, I throw out there to you that dare we say, I do follow some crypto as well. I could throw those symbols up here because we do have a little bit of fun there. And what the heck, we'll go for it right now and go ahead and pull up a couple of these things because I do know that the people who follow this channel really do like a little bit more of not just the commentary about Canada and the U.S. relations, the trade deadline, but no, people come here, they want to talk about some of the other things like, well, we'll start off with gold spot price today. And if we're talking about the gold spot price, 24-hour spot price for an ounce of gold, it is, it's down to 33.06 per ounce. It's down about $30 per ounce of gold. So that's kind of a significant drop. It's like 1%, right? And of course, 1%, some people say that's nothing, but if you're holding, 100 ounces of gold, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm down, a big chunk of change there. You're down, $3 grand, right? We'll go ahead and do a quick look-see on silver as well. Silver is trading at, it's going to be down too. It's down 37.97 per ounce of silver right now, so down 11 cents. And you folks always like going and taking a look at the cryptos, so we'll go ahead and do a quick look-see on these as well. BTC, anybody know what ticker symbol that is? Of course, that is none other than Bitcoin. Hey, thank you for liking and subscribing, News. You are awesome. So Bitcoin's trading at about $118 per coin right now. And we're going to talk about a couple of other ones that are worth putting on the radar screen. One of them is Ethereum. It's down about almost 1%, down $28.71, trading at 38.45 right now per coin. And finally, of course, the one that I do hold, and once again, it's just that I hold this because I had a slight case, a little case of FOMO, but I will tell you this much: I do not work. I do not work for the CIA. No, I do not. I probably don't even appear that I work at the CIA, but I am let's call it, I work with people every single day. And of course, people skills are what matters and matters very much. But thank you. You're kind of funny, Ultra Gaming. Salana is up today just a fraction, up to about 190. Once it gets over 190, we can really kind of beat our chest about that one because I bought a few coins, and that's not really been a great investment. I think I probably could have made more other places, but it was very much like it was a move, right? And so that was my big move, is purchasing a few Salana coins, and so far so good. It's made a couple of bucks for me. So when you're liked and you're subscribed, you can get my information sent to your inbox on a daily basis. That is a like, a subscribe, and of course, we have long form videos, we have shorts, and of course, your favorite, the lives, and we're able to go ahead and react to these, of course, particularly during our summer hours. We get a pretty good flow of people right around 10 a.m. What I'm getting more and more, and I take a look at my YouTube channel and I get some feedback from YouTube. They say that my average viewers, the range goes from like ages about 24 all the way up to 65. So that's the range of viewers watching this show. And you said that Hulk Hogan died. He will be missed. Wrestling will not be the same. Well, no question, JP. Nothing about Hulk Hogan for sure. He will be missed. Hulk Hogan was a great character, and I'll throw that out there to you as well. The dude was like 6'7", 320 pounds. I mean, he is a Hulk, and he definitely would stand out in a crowd. And sure enough, he was good, very much good for. He was good for entertainment, right? Like he got to be Hulk Hogan until age 71, and of course, I'm not sure what it was like being Hulk Hogan inside of his house or inside of his, his marriage or raising kids, but I'm sure that he had to also deal with the persona of being Hulk Hogan. There was another wrestler by the name of Ric Flair, very much the same way, right? Sometimes you become your persona. I think in these, whether you're an actor, whether you are doing crazy stuff like WWF, or heck, if you're a professional athlete, you become your persona as well. I won't screenshot. Well, uh, that's fine. We're good there. Um, he wasn't good for unionizing wrestlers. I don't know exactly what he was trying to do with the unionizing. I wanted to say that there was a movement inside the WWF, and since we're off on that tangent, it's probably worth mentioning that it doesn't seem like those guys have real long-lasting lifestyles, at least when you got into the performance-enhancing drug stages where, a lot of people were doing all kinds of crazy drugs to muscle themselves up, and of course, living life in the fast lane, like, Macho Man, Randy Savage, etc. Uh, yeah, no question about it, Slim. The fact is that 70 years is like really old for these people. Um, I was talking to a fellow the other day and said, "What do you think he died of?" And I'm like, "Well, the fact is that it was cardiac arrest." That was my guess right from the bat. So I don't know. I guess it's a message to all of us to take care of our heart health, our mental health, our emotional health, because those things they matter quite a bit. Like when you leave the home and you go outside on Main Street. That's one thing to really pay attention to. And of course, the same thing happens online. You want to make sure that people are keeping their marbles together, because those are important things here. Hey, thank you for subscribing. You are awesome. I got a few other people here that are subscribing as well. I appreciate that. That does wonders for the channel. YouTube promotes me, believe it or not, and of course promotes the channel. And we do like the chat portion of this, because that's kind of what live is all about. It's not just pontificating as much as it is making sure that we're engaging about things and things that matter very much. So we started today really talking about, well, the August 1st trade deadline that's coming up this week between the United States and Canada. You'll see that the President of the United States is getting deals done. Just announced a huge trade agreement with the European Union yesterday. And my guess is he's not going to stop there, right? They'll get some kind of an agreement done with Canada, and that'll be good for Canada, be good for the United States, and of course, create economic prosperity throughout this country. That's huge, right? You could take a look at areas throughout the entire Midwest, right? And it's a good place to start. You take a look at some towns. Take a Cleveland, Ohio, for instance. If you were to draw a radius around Cleveland, Ohio, and look at all the factories that have closed over the past, say, 25 years, you're talking about some really big plants, good-paying jobs, and those jobs disappeared either north to Canada or south to Mexico. And of course, knowing that well, we're interested in getting those jobs back, getting the manufacturing back, and of course, increasing the overall opportunities for people to become the best version of themselves inside the United States. And of course, it's not happening at the expense of our neighbors to the north nor our neighbors to the south, as much as really trying to push a better type of America moving forward. So that's really what we're talking about. Sailing, it's good to see you here as well. Thank you for reaching out to me as well. But this has been the all right. So with that, we are coming towards the end of our show. A couple things I want to remind you folks of is, and I mention this at the end of every single show, is the fact that, hey, the biggest battle people are fighting is the one between their ears, over their thoughts, their actions, their attitudes. So I want to remind you, make sure that you are taking care of yourself up here, because that's the biggest battle you fight. And one thing people can do is get out and stay healthy, be healthy. And how do you stay healthy? Well, it's usually by taking action, watching what you're eating, getting your rest, getting your exercise, and of course, paying attention to the foods that you're putting into your mouth, right? And sometimes you've really got to be thoughtful about the stuff that you're putting into your head as well, because, well, if there's ever been a time in history, right, it's got to be right now, where you're getting inundated with information on a pretty regular basis. So with that, I mentioned that to you. Be careful what you put into your body, and be careful what you put into your head. Hey, it's been great visiting with you today. I will be back tomorrow, 10 a.m., same time, same place. And hey, go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know what you would like to have tomorrow's channel on. I know what I would like, but I also want to keep this a viewer-centered show. So you tell me what you'd like me to see, and from there, we'll have some really, really good stuff here. Let's take a look here. All right, mediation, geopolitics, economic, environmental, clockwork. All right, hey, we'll take those things into consideration. And if there should be others here joining us at our live tomorrow, feel free to join them. You have my permission to invite them, of course. And I'd love to have you here at the Economic Report. My name is Brian. And oops, I do have some coffee left, so I'm going to sit here and just chat away with you for a little bit longer here till I finish off my coffee. So, just a couple more sips here, and I'll be on my way. But hey, it's been a nice show today, and you guys are amazing. Thank you for your thoughtful comments, your interaction, and of course, thank you very much. And well, there we go. Maybe I went a little bit too long on this show. So hey, until then, I'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me on the Economic Report. Have a great day. Goodbye.